The other day, I did a video all about how to drop 20 plus kills on Rebirth, and I got a ton of comments asking for a guide on how to drop 30 plus kills. So today, we're going to be breaking down a 33 kill win that I had, giving you tips and strategies that will allow you to drop your first 30. Maybe you want to drop more 30s, or maybe you're not at this level yet, and that's totally okay. Just use this as kind of a guide on how to drop higher kills. Now, starting off here, dropping in, two things that we need to talk about. Number one, let's quickly go over game mode. Solos, it can be really difficult to drop a 30. Duos, it's borderline impossible in my opinion, unless something crazy happens. Trios, I look at as an external factor game mode. Trios lobbies tend to die out from my experience, so you kind of gotta hope that teams don't fight each other too much and teams don't wipe each other and that the lobby stays healthy. Which then brings us to quads here. Quads is the easiest game mode to do it. It's also the hardest game mode to do it in because you are fighting teams of 4. It's a lot of enemies. They tend to play very close together and kind of stack or play it as a team. It is what it is, but that's kind of my view on the best game modes to do it. Now, when we talk about pacing, 8 to 10 here in this first circle is what we're looking for. That's going to tell us that we are on good pace. And when we look at how to do that, real quick, by the way, if you are subscribed to my second channel, I'm using the Ram 7 in the MCW aftermarket. If you're subscribed to my second channel with loadout videos, this is actually the gameplay from the #1 ranked Rebirth player's loadout, so this might look a little familiar for you, but we're going to go ahead and break it down. Now, when it comes to that pacing, guys, you can either go uncontested and just get loadout and start to push, or maybe you fight like one team and then get loadout and start to push, or you could land like prison, control, one of those hot drops, get off to a crazy start, and that's that 8 to 10 kills. Let's go ahead and start here. Let's talk lobby, guys. You're going to see here, you need the right lobby for it. You can't have a super sweaty, all level 650s lobbies. You might get one a night, you might get one a week, and you've got to capitalize on it. You're going to see people shoot back at me here. Like, I've got to make plays throughout this. We're going to go ahead, trust our high alert here. It's another reason loadout is so valuable. I've got double time. I've got sleight of hand because I am running double AR here with this MCW aftermarket, which has a really bad damage per magazine. I've got quick fix, which is going to allow me to immediately kind of get my base health regen, and then high alert, trust that this guy's chasing. We're going to anticipate, then I actually call this mortar to hold them off. I want to kind of hold them off for a second. That was kind of a crazy 3 kills. Did a lot of work there for just 3 kills. So let's kind of slow this thing down for a second. We're going to reload the Ram 7. We're going to reload the MCW. We're going to grab some stims. Always grab those when you can. And we're going to start to play our positioning. Now, when we look at one of the biggest components of dropping 30s, guys, it's obviously going to be pacing. Now, look, let's not make this rocket science. Only way to drop a 30 kill game is to find 30 plus people and kill them. Like, we have to play in the hot areas and make sure that we are constantly within multiple teams, or you just have to farm one team literally over and over and over again. If you have like a bot squad that is so bad, like, just let them keep flying back in on you, take each kill, obviously don't let them stack too much, but just farm them for 15 kills and you're already halfway there. Right now, we're at 4 kills, and you can see, like, that first 3 kills was kind of crazy, but we're going to settle into this a little bit. We know that there's 2 teams fighting over this way based on weapon pings. When it comes to information, guys, weapon pings are going to be crucial on top of hot areas. Acting on that information, because if you see weapon pings, that is very clearly 2 teams. So we want to go ahead and put ourselves in that situation. Not 100% sure where anybody is. One flying in above. Now, this is the beautiful thing, because all of a sudden right here, we get more information. And this is what I kind of call, if you are subscribed, you know this, the snowball effect of information. We get this kill right here. That gives me more information to act on, which then allows me to make my next decision, at which point I can get another kill, act on that next minimap pings, and keep it going from there. It kind of gets that momentum really going again. Which, by the way, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, we're at 286,000 subs, all of which are trying to get better at Rebirth Island. So if you are looking to get better, take a second, make sure you are subscribed down below. I do videos every other day, tip videos, guides, strategy videos, really helping you become a better player, get more kills, die a little less, pick up more wins. Let's get back into it here. This is a little bit aggressive here. I kind of think about it, but then I go ahead and back off. Now, the one thing that I haven't talked about yet, guys, is, when it comes to pacing, we talked about the information component. There's also the execution component, meaning if you miss getting an enemy down and he comes to his teammates and they start stacking, that fight becomes a whole lot tougher and teams start to, that fight draws out very long. That kills your pace. Number 2 is if you take more damage in gunfights than you should be, that can slow your pace down just because we're kind of spending a ton of time plating. So you saw those shots with the Ram 7 right there. Once again, information. I kind of see a quick glimpse of this guy above. We're going to go ahead and hit those shots back that way. Now, remember what I said, that snowball effect of information, right? So we get that thirst. Okay, nobody else is in the area except for the team that's back in Big Living. He's going to go ahead and challenge me right here. Watch this centering around the corner with the drop shot. This is a great move that I've really started doing more. I've learned it from kind of a few different pro players. Biggest thing here is I'm going to clear this one by one. So as I push in here, you know, I clear kind of this way. You can kind of see that he's trying to go up the stairs, but he misses. But if he's not here, you know, then obviously he's pushing up the stairs this way, and I can go ahead and keep the pressure on. But kind of circle here. This drop shot allows me to take less damage, which means all I got to worry about is the reload right here as this guy behind me is on my level. Nope, he's taking ladder. Now I got to be careful. Watch the head glitch. I want you to remember this, okay? This is a big one right here. This head glitch is such an advantage, and you're going to see me slide to like these head glitches multiple times, because when we kind of watch this play out, that gives me a great angle. It's really difficult for this enemy or this enemy to hit shots. Literally only my head is exposed. Now, this guy in the back does it. You know, he hits great shots right here. Boom, I've got to drop down. Like, I'm very low health, so we use the stim. We immediately start to finesse. Obviously, we see this right here. This is the advantage of quick fix. Even though I'm running stims, I still like having quick fix just as the safety net. Quick fix gives me that safety net, especially when fighting outnumbered, of, hey, what if I don't have stims? Or what if I can't pop a stim or something like that? Real quick, by the way, end of the first circle, we are at 8 kills. Okay, now heading into second circle here, we're looking for kind of 6 to 8. Okay, so that's going to put us kind of in that 14 to 16 mark as third circle is starting, which we still have that respawn timer active in third circle. But keep in mind, third circle is shorter, so that's going to be a tough one to really get a bunch of kills. So we want to be in that kind of 14 to 16 mark, knowing that we can start to kind of keep that momentum in the end game. Right here, guys, the only thing I was concerned about is I didn't have any ammo, so I like had to play this perfectly and get a clean kill, at which point I can start to get some AR ammo back. Yeah, I literally had not, I still only have 7. 2 guys flying back in on me. Like, I've kind of got to slow this down for a second. Obviously, this is the downside of running that double AR. The MCW is great. It's just you got to be careful with that AR ammo. Not 100% sure where anybody is just yet. Kind of lost a little bit of information. We hear some audio. Now, guys, footstep audio is bad. Like, it's not good. Here's the one tip that I can give you with audio. When you, well, actually 2 things now that the mini-map popped up. Number 1 is when you hear footsteps, don't trust directional. Don't trust vertical or horizontal or anything like that. You're just going to clear. You're just going to use that to know that somebody's around you, and that's information you need to act on. Number 2 is, as I said, weapon pings, guys. Like, you've got to be acting on this. Like, weapon ping, when you hear people shooting, you check the minimap if it's safe to, and check those minimap pings so that you can get a sense of, okay, where are the teams? What level are they on? Now I see that this guy's down below me. As I push here, you know, I know that he's probably trying to push up these steps, and I might be able to get the angle. Got to be careful. We've got our high ground right here. We're playing a little bit of positioning. We're at 9 kills. Again, looking to get to that 14 to 16 mark. And again, if you are looking to get better, make sure you are subscribed down below. We're going to hit a nice little 3-piece right here. Okay, so they're down below me, right? Listen for surfaces. I want you to watch. I'm going to run this back. 1, 2. Okay. Just listen. So, you know, the audio there is a little bit clear, right? We kind of get a sense, but here's the bigger thing I want you to think about. Now, I am on the second floor, okay? I'm on the second floor. I've cleared the second floor. The sound above me is going to be the tin rooftop. So when I hear the sound of wood, like, I know that they're below me pushing up. It's very obvious. We switch to the Ram 7. Watch the strafing to the left. There's clean kill number 1. Pacing-wise, allows me to immediately challenge that next enemy. If I take damage from that first enemy, then I have to be a little bit careful about challenging that second enemy. This guy right here, it's ugly, but ugly doesn't matter at times. You know, yeah, I could get caught at certain times with that second teammate or something like that, but in that case, ugly doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and take it. We're at 12. 12 here. We still have 30 seconds till second circle starts closing. You should be using heartbeat sensors, guys. These used to be a tactical in Warzone 1, which obviously towards the end of Rebirth, if you did play, we were using stims. These are now a field upgrade, and they are great. They are great for information right here, 63 meters. We're going to go ahead, pop that. Let's go ahead and rock and roll 1 on my level. Now, this is just, we're going to track where these enemies are moving to. I want you to watch these guys on the minimap. Just don't worry about what's in front of you, okay? Just straight watch the minimap here. Watch which way they're moving. Watch, see how it's easy to track which way these guys are moving to? Watch how easy it is, right? They're still in the building, right? They're on my level. They're pushing across. One right here. Downed. Yep, we're going to catch this teammate pushing right behind. Let's go ahead, get both, and just like that, we're up to 14. So you can see there how we kind of track where they're moving to. Now, I'm checking intermittently. So if I flip off my camera right here, guys, I'm going to flip off my camera so you can kind of watch real quick. Right here, I want you to watch the live camera. Watch when I'm checking it, right? So I'm not checking it yet. I checked it, okay? So I kind of get a sense of where they're moving to. Now we make a decision, okay? Now we're going to check it. Boom, I see them pushing left, okay? Now I know they're out in the open here, and I can really act on that. The other thing that I will say, guys, and this is a big one for a lot of you that you get caught, is when I decide to jump down here, my goal is to wait one more ping before I push into the building. So this right here before I jump in is almost like a confirmation. This is a confirmation of like, okay, are they sitting in this corner? Are they sitting in this corner? Are they outside? So this little last one right here is a confirmation of, okay, now I get a better sense of where they are and we can go ahead and act on this. Obviously, got to hit shots right here. Down number 1. Worried about enemy number 2 chasing. And I have no concerns about thirsting that guy. That's the thing, right? Like, he's out in the open. One back behind me on my level. Quick reload. Watch the centering around the corner. You know, as I always say, guys, centering doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be close, and then we make the adjustment. As I kind of turn this corner, you're going to see. We'll pause it right here. It's not perfect, but it's close enough that I can easily make that adjustment. We hit those high damage areas. And even if there is another enemy, by the way, I've taken half a plate of damage. I can easily challenge this right here. One back by on my level. You got to see that on minimap because we're going to go ahead and challenge this immediately. Still have 55 seconds in this second circle here. And just like that, guys, we are at 16 kills. There's our 16. Now, as always, as I said in my 20 kill game video, you got to push here. Like, you did not push crazy. We just want to build and build and build. The more we can build and get ahead, the more of a gap and more leeway that we give ourselves in case we die, in case we make a mistake, in case we run into like a ratty team and that fight takes longer. Like, those things are bound to happen. We just got to kind of think ahead. Always thinking about stims. Okay, multiple enemies down below to my left side here. So we're just going to get in the mix. Get in the mix here. Challenge around the corner. Ram 7. Just a little bit of hip fire. One thing I'll say there, guys, is you just see, and I know I'm going to let this thing keep playing, I promise, but I want to highlight this. Watch the hip fire with the Ram 7. Ram 7. This is an AR. This is a primary. Right? Like, that guy, I've done a ton of damage to already, and that's the advantage. That hip fire is the advantage that I needed to be able to win that tough gunfight. I mean, he broke me. He made a really good play. I caught him off guard, which was huge, but that hip fires could have made all the difference right there. One enemy pushing up top. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and think ahead. We're going to go ahead and push up here, see what we can find. Let's go ahead and push through. Center around the corner. Boom. Good centering. Hear this guy flying in. Downed. They kill so fast. There's number 1. Get slammed. Number 3 is right behind. So got enemy number 2 down, missed enemy number 3. It is what it is. It's exactly what I said. It's okay to die. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start to think about our regain. Regain's very simple in this case. We're going to grab loadout. We killed a few people around here. We should be able to easily get kind of plates and ammo and stuff like that back, but we just need to get back into the action. Notice I have 18 kills here. Okay, so 18 kills at the start of third circle. I told you that third circle is the toughest. Now, third circle is the toughest because, you know, at this point, you might have lost a little bit of momentum. Circle's a little bit smaller. One right there. Watch me play this head glitch here in a second. Watch me play it. I know there's multiple, and now I'm in a really tough spot here. So what are we going to do? We're just going to go back to this head glitch right here. Exactly what I told you earlier. By the way, if you're not subscribed yet, like, how much more do I need to show you? Like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to help you as much as I can. If you are looking to get better, now's the time to hit the subscribe button. One right there. Boom. This guy gets fried with the Ram 7. Now, I'm in a really tough spot here. No plates, 1 stim, some ammo in the MCW. We're going to play this aggressive here. Sometimes you just need to make a play. Watch that. That's not the same skin that I saw. That's not the same skin that I saw. Now, I was actually going to push in there until I got high alerted, and now we've got to make a move. This is the kill right here that probably clutched me this 30. I'm going to be honest with you. Look, back behind me here, and all of a sudden, now I have ammo, now I have plates, now I'm in a much better position here. I mean, not totally. We got 21 and 10, but let's see what we can do. 21 and 10. Let's see what we can do. We're at 20 kills. You know, obviously the goal here is maybe to get to that 20 mark, maybe that 22 mark. Don't forget where you killed people. I actually forgot there for a second, and then I just remembered that, hey, I killed that guy. He's got a ton of ammo. Now we're rocking and rolling again. And what do we see? Minimap pings, guys. We hear it. What do? We look. 1, 2, control, top prison, shocker, top prison, like obviously. But, you know, I'd like to get maybe another kill or 2 here. That way we need 8 in that end game, which is very doable. Small circle on Rebirth. There's you know what the biggest difference is between, in my opinion, between Rebirth, Vondo, and Fortune's Keep when it comes to end games? There are so many buybacks because there's so many buy stations close by. There's so many buybacks that take place that keep lobbies healthy. You know, you could have multiple buys and people just keep buying and buying and buying. And there's, you know, 20 people who are added to the game after respawn disables. By the way, we need 10 here, respawn disabled, so gotta be smart. 1. I saw the second one in the corner, guys, so we gotta get out. Gotta get out. We're gonna back off here. Like I said, look, the lobby's not great, but, like, I've got to make plays here. One right there. I mean, that guy is a sweat, and we're able to win that gunfight. We pull right back. Now I make an aggressive play here. Make an aggressive play to go ahead and push up through the occupation scan. So we're going to go ahead. There's number 1. Enemy number 2 in this corner right here through the smoke. Thirst. Another one flying in. There he is right there. Switch. Barely. Make a little bit of a move there, and we're at 23 here. We're at 23, and look at the mini-map right here. We're in a really good spot. We got Nova 6, we got Prison, we got Down at Control. We need 7, though. So, like, this isn't as clean as, like, hey, I can just sit up here and chill. I'd love to be at, like, the 26, 27, 28 mark, but Rebirth is only, like, 13 minutes, guys. The MCW is so disgusting. It's so disgusting. It's so good. Okay, I want to talk about this. Let me play it, and then we'll break it down. Yeah, Rebirth is like a 13-minute game. Vondel is 17. Fortune's Keep like 14. So just by nature, because the game's shorter, our pacing has to be faster. 1, 2, 3. Thirst. Corner. I love this play. I really do. Guys, this is always thinking about the next enemy. So obviously we've got a full team of 4 here, right? Now, I can't worry. You see this guy right here? You see this guy right here. I'm not going to worry about them just yet. I'm going to worry about him, okay? So we're going to get him down. Boom. Now, I want you to remember this skin. I want you to remember the fact that I want you to remember these 2 guys, 1 and 2, okay? I want you to remember these 2. So I focus on this guy in the back because he's out in the open. We get the thirst. Now, I know, because again, I saw 2, that when I go to challenge this guy and I don't get him, that this guy is right behind. Now, as soon as I get this down, what I have to worry about is going to be the enemy being up top here. That's what I got to worry about, is him chasing. So as soon as I get this thirst, I start moving. And the moment I'm not getting high alerted and stuff, like, I know I'm okay for now. 2 big 3-pieces. I had the 3-piece up top prison, and I had the 3-piece right there that brought me to 27. I perfectly jumped through this window right here. Again, watch the centering as I challenge around this corner. Boom, centering right there. There's number 28. And now we are in a better position where we can say, hey, like, we can slow this down a little bit. Let's go clutch the 30, and then let's clutch the dub. Let's go clutch the 30, and then let's go clutch the dub. 2 up behind me at prison. Look at circle pull right here, guys. When I see circle pull and I see this, what I think about is there is no high ground. There's not much high ground. So I'm going to go ahead and work this way. Kind of not 100% sure where I want to go. As I said, guys, you've got to execute at certain times. You've got to execute. 1, there's kill number 29 potentially. Take that guy at. That's kill 29. Kill number 30 is technically down here, but I haven't got it yet. By the way, the clutch to this is actually insane. I'm just going to let the clutch play, and we'll kind of talk through as we go. Yep, backside that way. Let's go ahead and buy portable here, guys. Information. More information I have, the better off I'm going to be. Got to execute. Can't lose that gunfight off the head glitch. That's an awkward one, but you got to win that. One right here. Watch the centering and anticipation. Boom. That guy, I'm able to literally, again, look how much damage I take. So I'm already down half a plate. I mean, I took, what, half a plate of damage here? Boom. He's broken before he can even do anything. He's literally, the last bullet that he shoots at me as he's going down is the one that takes that off me. Now, in this situation, guys, I see 1 enemy to my right and 2 enemies up above. So first things first, guys, I've got to worry about this enemy here. And we're going to swing this wide with the durable. And then I'm going to go ahead and let this play. A lot of you guys might have seen this as a short already. I did this as a short as well. Okay. Enemy number 1 around the corner. There he is. Now, I'm going to use his smoke that he threw. You can barely see it as a window to push. I'm always thinking about trying to rotate early, and I know that I've got to kind of fight my way up. Now, in this moment, I'm like, there's no way that I just stole high ground from them. Like, if I just stole high ground and they're kind of down low, like, we are in business here. And I didn't. And there's that guy right there. So we're going to play durable. And as I keep saying, guys, sometimes in these games, you've just got to make a play. You've just got to make a play. I don't know how many of you guys saw this right here, but here's what I'll tell you. Gas mask runs out. My base health is ticking. I have literally 1.5 plates in. Like, I've got to execute perfectly right here. High damage areas, headshots with the MCW. We're able to win that. And now in this moment, all I'm thinking about is I've got to plate, get up to high ground. Then we hear him pushing, and right here, guys, we're going to go ahead and clutch the 33. So biggest things, guys, is going to be pacing 8 to 10 in the first. Really focus on that and then carry that momentum throughout. Make sure you're regaining quickly and have that loadout ready to go. Put yourself in the hot areas, and of course, that execution is going to be crucial. Don't give teams opportunities. Make sure you're getting those clean kills, challenging that next enemy with momentum. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.